There's a school in Palmdale that's become the talk of the town. It's called the Guidance.
Good morning. Welcome to AVNewsCast.com.
Morning.
Good morning.
Hi, you guys.
Hey, Steve. Oops.
What's the matter?
Oh, I just didn't cut to the A shot for some reason. I cut to the...
It's 8 o'clock, it's Wednesday, and it's August 6th.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, we get that out of the way.
1 week before the kids go back. Or less than a week now before the kids go back.
Oh, tomorrow mine are back.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
Lord, I can't wait.
Mine goes back on Monday.
Oh.
I got Sylvan set up. I mean, this kid is going in hard.
Nice.
Hey, there was a report in the New York Times about a company called Hold Security. They do a lot of work with the government, but they released a report that Russian hackers have stolen 1.2 billion usernames from over 420,000 websites.
Yeah.
But they won't make public what the websites are.
Because everybody will. It could shut down the internet.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
And it's so horrible because, you know, my mother comes from the line of, I'm not putting my credit card information into that computer thing.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Not my mom.
Mom, come on, it's secure.
My mom's discovered the internet. She's on a first-name basis with the UPS and FedEx guy now.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh.
And I'm like, go in my account if you want to.
She was, you know, we're looking for something. Why don't we go down to Lowe's? No. I just get on the iPad.
Yeah, I love it.
No, I can't. I have to have it in my hand. If I want something, I want it in my hand now.
Some things
Steve and I are the same way.
Yeah, some things I do, but I do love the anticipation of a box that's coming on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like looking at the tracking and.
I can't deal with that.
No,
I need to go to the store. I need to pay for it and just go get it. I can't.
That's going to go away. The brick and mortars are just going to have display items in a little bit.
Oh.
You can look at it. Can I pick up one? No. You have to order online.
Oh, I don't.
You can order at this kiosk or that one.
I don't like that idea.
The auto industry has been talking about that. They've been talking about that. You'll go online to their website and you'll say, I like this. I want this front end treatment. I want this and this. You order it right there, and then you get the car in about a month.
I love that.
A month?
Yeah.
I like the, see it online, and then, order it, pay for it, and then go pick it up. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but maybe you can change the front end. Maybe they'll have 7 different options, and, it'll all change. And I don't know.
What were you saying about that in Scottsdale, that Mercedes dealership?
Yeah, where the service and parts and everything is all done by robotics.
That's a shame. People need jobs.
Yeah, but you know what? If there are a lot of fulfillment centers that it's all done by robotics.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amazon uses a lot of robotics.
Oh yeah.
That's a shame.
What do you mean? Amazon, you order it now, it'll be at your front door in 2 hours.
I get that, but we can't get away from the human element, the need to work.
No, I know. I know. Well, they're talking about. Yeah, that's going to be a problem.
Yeah, well, isn't it going to be this utopian future where just machines took care of everything? And
it's the Jetsons.
Soon.
Yeah.
All we had was leisure time.
Yeah.
Oh
soon.
Lord, I love that.
There's a TV reporter up in Northern California. She works on Fox 40 in Sacramento that covers a lot of what happens in the legislature. She was involved in a statewide shoplifting ring. Shoplifting ring.
She was?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, she's sick. She's got that kleptomaniac.
And she was actually arrested at the TV station. But what they used to do...
Oh, Lord. She going to let her go to work and arrest her at work.
What what she was doing with her then boyfriend, Nicholas Gray. Her name is Sabrina Rodriguez. She was an on-air reporter for Fox 40 in Sacramento.
Wow.
Oh.
Her and her boyfriend, Nicholas Gray, they would go to different outlet stores. Louis Vuitton, Coach.
What?
Okay?
You trying to do with the big dogs.
They are. And how they got caught, well, one...
Sabrina Rodriguez?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Why, you going to hit her up for a free... See,
well, she got Coach, and I want to see what she need bail money, I'm sure.
I went to the outlet store. Cheapest thing was a $100 keychain in that place.
Where, at Coach?
Yeah.
Oh, I got
blew my mind
deals. But anyway, they went in. They would come out with $3,000 worth of purses, $2,500 worth of wallets.
That's just one wallet and one purse.
Yeah.
Okay. One text back and forth was, okay, I just stole 8 $350 cashmere sweaters.
Wow.
Okay, so we can now pay rent.
Oh. She wasn't doing well enough as on air.
Right, she's an on-air personality.
You know what? Apparently not.
With Emmys and stuff.
Apparently not. And they would text back and forth. Of course, law enforcement has a copy of all of the text messages.
Stupid.
Yeah, and they even posted something
Young girl
on
looks
Facebook.
25 tops.
Is that what it said?
It looks. No, I'm saying she looks 25 tops.
She does? Yeah, well, now she's in big trouble.
Ooh.
Now, can you imagine that? And she's an Emmy award-winning reporter.
Wow.
Had 2 Emmys in her hand.
2 Emmys. Yeah, now she's got 2 handcuffs.
What an idiot.
Now she's
Just throw it all away.
Yeah. Did you know James Cameron doesn't have a smartphone?
Well, because he's got smart people.
He doesn't believe in the technology.
Because he has smart people. James, where's the best restaurant?
No,
he got a smartphone.
He doesn't have a smartphone.
He got one. You best believe. He don't have one because he's got people that has them. Come on now.
He has a Twitter account, but
somebody else tweets for him.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a Facebook account.
No, he don't need that.
No. If there's anybody the machines need to turn on, it's him.
He's a very long-winded kind of guy. But he says about Twitter, he says, I hate it. I hate everyone's tweets. They're boring. What can you say with 140 characters?
That's oppression.
He says, I can't even clear my throat in 140 characters.
Yeah. It is hard. And some people are gifted with it, and they could just summarize it and make it witty and cute. And I'm like, what? No. I would like more than 100. I don't know where they got that 140 characters.
Because that's the amount of an SMS.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's smart then.
Mm-hmm.
He went on to say, and this was in an article in USA Today, he went on to say that I was the first person I knew to have a cell phone in my car in 1983. Mm-hmm. I dispute that.
Mm.
Oh, you were?
He wasn't the first person.
Because you were?
Because I had it first.
Yeah.
And I actually sold my phone.
To him?
No.
Oh, I was going to say.
I sold my phone on the set to Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Mm-hmm.
Take that, James.
Because he had never seen one. Okay? So, right. Cameron, you're full of crap.
Right.
Okay. And there's that. That's that. Hey, can we talk about porn for a minute?
Absolutely.
If we must.
Okay. Well, you know what? This is interesting because in 2012, on the ballot we had Measure B, which said that everybody that's in porn has to wear a condom. Okay. The voters voted on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The voters voted on it.
Had to take the HIV test and STDs.
That's already been going on. Okay.
So why do they need a condom?
Because it's more preventative.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, the voters voted on it. Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's
and
silly
it was passed.
To me.
Okay. Now, what it's done in LA is you've gone from an average of 500 permits a year, okay, to now maybe 40 permits a year. The porn industry
everything we could do to drive every little, whether you agree with the business or not, that was a huge revenue stream.
Especially in Encino.
Oh.
In Canoga Park and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Vivid Entertainment claims that they normally would shoot about 60 films a year. Okay? This year, 0.
Because they don't want to use a condom?
They're going because
they don't feel that people will want to buy the videos with the guys wearing the condom. It kind of blows the
fantasy?
Yeah.
Got it. It blows the fantasy.
It blows it,
That was a good job.
They claim that the porn industry here in California is $6 billion.
Was.
Okay? And employs 10,000 people. I don't know if I agree with that.
Well, you're not in it, so you don't have any idea.
No, but I know people that are in it. And when I was in the film business, I knew people that, if they weren't working on a film...
I don't think 10,000 is very low a number. I think it might be more than that.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Really?
Yeah.
The oven I cook my dinner on every night was given to me by the chief financial officer of Adult Video News.
Oh, okay. Ooh,
we met him on a cruise.
Okay.
So here, we're redoing our kitchen. We just had this oven for like a year. Here, take this, and here's a bag of porn. I was like, well, I'll take the oven.
You snuck that bag of porn in, Cindy.
There's only 2 states in the country where you can shoot porn legally.
Oh, well, then the other state is happy right now.
New Hampshire, right?
Yeah, it's New Hampshire.
Well, yeah. Well, then they're happy right now. Go ahead, California.
But like Vivid Entertainment, the people that make porn movies, they would rather go out of state.
Yeah, and risk it.
Like to Nevada, and risk getting raided. Okay? Than do it here in California.
I get it. I get it now because, I get it. I had a friend.
You should
that
find
I
an oil platform that's not producing.
Wait. One time.
I had a friend that I went to high school with that went into porn.
Really?
Me and my friends did everything that we could possibly do to find her video. I don't know. I don't know how to rate her. But it was just surprising. Like, how did you get into porn, girl?
You got to go to one of those adult video
we found her.
Conferences.
Huh?
Been to those.
Yeah, Jeff's been.
Yeah.
Several times.
You have gone to those, huh?
I have.
Okay. It's a convention.
Yeah.
To what? To
it's
get
the
a
big
job?
It's the big porn convention. Where all the
Why do I have to go
to
to a convention?
Then you could find out what she's done.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I just went to... it was back when the video stores were hot. And I just went to one of those X-rated video stores. And we just kept looking at the car until we saw her.
Did you find it?
Yeah, we saw her.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm.
Did she look like you expected her to naked?
I don't know. It's far too disturbing.
Oh. Yeah, I don't think I'd want to see anybody I know naked.
Yeah, I think when we put it on, we were like, why are we watching it? I think it was just disbelief.
Yeah.
That she did it.
That she did it.
Yeah, I knew a couple of people that did that too. That's crazy. It is. That's crazy.
You just think I look at her and I was like, she was touched, like something went wrong. Because it's just not a. I don't know. I mean, I know it's judgmental of me to say, but it's not an okay thing to aspire to be.
You kind of have to have no self-respect, I'm guessing.
You had to have been abused on some level. Something went wrong.
To do that.
You had a head injury.
But then there is that small percentage of people that, you know what, man, they just...
It's easy money. Lay on your back.
No, it don't look like it's easy,
It's
man.
a turn-on for them.
That's nasty.
Yeah, well, okay. All right. A lot of people picked up the cars from UCLA yesterday.
Oh.
And I saw a lot of the interviews on KNX 1070, okay? Some cars were not so bad. Some were beyond totaled. I mean, I couldn't even believe it. DWP had some insurance appraisers there on site. And as each car would come out of the underground parking, he'd check it out.
Yeah, that's what they should do.
Check the VIN.
Right.
Okay? And, you know, he was easily able to say, this one's totaled. Okay? Here's the forms. They're still saying, you're looking at 3 to 6 months to be able to settle this whole thing out. Okay? Now, UCLA is looking at LA and the Department of Water and Power.
Yeah.
Hey, we just spent $137 million on Poly Pavilion.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
We got to replace this floor.
Yes.
we need to do it now.
Yeah.
You guys need to pay for it.
Mm-hmm. I feel sorry for every person that's a DWP customer. Every single one, because you guys are going to be paying.
You know, you could be right.
They're going to... There's no way that company's going to eat that cost.
Yeah, you could be right. The LA Times started doing some digging the last couple days. Mm-hmm. All right, because DWP, well, we know that they've got a $40 million slush fund account that they won't tell anybody about. Mm-hmm. Do you know in 2012 what the average, this is the average salary of an employee at DWP?
$42,000 a year.
No.
More than that?
Okay, well, let me start this way.
Okay.
In 2013, employees at the LA DWP received $77 million in overtime.
Oh.
Okay? Now
So
what do you think
run,
the average salary was?
Wow.
Right.
For shovel leaners.
Yeah.
Because when I lived in the Valley, it was 5 o'clock. Customer service was closed.
Yeah, well, 2012, DWP workers earned an average salary of $101,000.
What are we doing here?
Okay.
What?
Mm-hmm. Which is 50% more than any other city employee.
Yeah.
On
and
average.
See, and that's just bull. That's just bull right there.
And it's 25% more than any private utility.
Mm-hmm.
And they know this year it's even going to be more. Okay?
Coming straight from those people's pockets.
Yep.
DWP
It's shameful.
in...
There's no way. How much is customer service making over there?
they must be making a ton of money. They must be making a ton of money.
70,
now, I'll tell you
60?
something, though. I know a guy that works for DWP. He lives near my old house in Quartz Hill, and just a few doors down. And he's a linesman, okay?
Mm-hmm.
He's got, I don't know, 8 or 10 dirt bikes,
Oh.
a motorhome,
Yes.
a boat.
So he's one of those.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And said, I'm going to use my money right, and I'm certainly not giving it back to DWP. Let me
Right.
move to the Antelope Valley.
Exactly.
Yeah.
2 years ago, DWP spent $162 million on a new electronic billing system.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Okay? Does that sound crazy? $162 million?
Mm-hmm.
And then they put it into use. And for the first 6 months, it overcharged 60,000 ratepayers. Okay? Causing 18,000 customers to receive overdraft fees on their account. And they spent $162 million on that. That's DWP. But we talked about that. State of California spent $250 million.
Yeah.
Okay? And the computer can't even make payroll.
Listen, it's a shame because, you know, I was thinking about moving back to the Valley because, you know, I've got some stuff going on out there that's just going to pull me back there. And I was like, between the amount for housing and
I
DWP.
asked you that. You didn't tell me that.
Well, it was recently.
I asked you recently.
It was after you asked me that. I think you probably said it, and then I started thinking about it.
Okay, go ahead with your story. Unreal.
We're on the air. And between the cost of living and DWP, there's no way.
Yeah.
I don't know who's worse, DWP or housing out there.
No, it didn't.
Because there's no way I
unless
can't live like I live. I'd be
be
paying
in Pacoima.
$4,000 a month just to live in a house out there.
Yeah, but you love it up here in the Antelope Valley. Mm-hmm. And you have a great house.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And my kids go to a great school, great area. I'm good.
Right, so it's just the drive time that's just the
An
deal,
hour.
you know?
It won't be bad.
Yeah.
Cindy does it every day.
An hour?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I know somebody that recently just moved up here. They leave the house at 4:30 in the morning.
Ouch.
Okay?
I used to do that.
They get to work about 6:30, 6:45.
Where do they work?
Downey.
Oh. God.
And don't get home until about 7:30, 8 o'clock at night.
Oh.
That's too much. Why would you move here if you worked in Downey?
Because now there it was an apartment, here it's a house.
Mm-hmm.
The quality of life and the neighborhood, everything is
And
better.
he did it for his family.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah. Good man.
Yeah.
I took those classes down in Torrance. That was rough. 8-hour class every day. If I never see that 405 again,
yeah.
I hate that road.
Something's wrong with that freeway. It's cursed.
The 405?
Yes.
Oh, it's
Yes,
terrible.
5. They're all cursed in L.A. Yesterday, there was an organized rally for the coalition to end sheriff violence in Los Angeles at the L.A. jails. That was happening yesterday at the same time that a motion to create the Civilian Oversight Commission for L.A. County was up for a vote by county supervisors.
Now, that only works if it's not friends and family of the employees that's going to be on the oversight committee.
Well, guess what? They voted yesterday. We're not having an oversight committee.
Because nobody could tell us what we're doing.
Okay.
Because we already know we're killing folks left and right. We don't need you to help us.
The problem is this.
They need to give it the cameras. That's the problem.
The problem is they created this office of Inspector General. And that office isn't up and running yet. Okay? But they got a guy being paid who's the head of that.
Nice.
But they haven't figured out what that office is going to do. What they do know, though, is the Oversight Committee is not going to have any legal authority. It won't have any teeth. Okay?
So it'll have a mouth.
Right, but it won't be able to do anything.
But it's okay because it will keep the public. It'll keep a nice thumb on their neck.
Well, kind of and kind of not, because here's the thing. The Sheriff's Department says, if we're creating this entity, the Oversight Committee, all of our dialogue and everything we share with you will be protected under attorney-client privilege. Oh. So here's the problem with that.
It's just going into a black hole.
That's crazy.
It's no better than we are now.
Yeah, that's just widening the area of responsibility.
Right.
That's crazy. No, then don't do it that way.
But that's the only way they want to do it.
No.
Okay.
That's what they want.
Now,
we only let you know if you guys don't hold us accountable for the information. No, kiss my butt.
Now, Jim McDonald, who's running for LA County Sheriff, who is currently the police chief in Long Beach, and who will be our sheriff in November, he said, look, I was at the LAPD for 28 years. We had the Office of Inspector General. We had all this stuff. They have teeth, and it's transparent. And I didn't have a problem with it. So I can tell you, when I become sheriff, that's the way I want to run it.
Nice.
Well, we're going to see.
That's what I want to do. Now,
the problem is that he could come in there with all the best intentions, but it's a big entity. So it's really hard to say that everything that he wants transparent is truly going to be transparent, because you're the new kid on the block. You don't really know what's underneath that paper over there. And we're just going to keep you, keep pivoting so you don't ever look over there.
Who, the new sheriff?
Yeah, the new sheriff is going to be the new kid on the block. He's not going to know where all the bodies are buried.
But he's in a win-win situation, because from the minute he takes office, anything that happened prior to that,
oh yeah,
you know what? I'll expose, because I'm not in any trouble.
Right. Well, I hope he does.
I'm going to be a hero.
In my opinion, the only way that you could really give the people in the public the impression that you want something different is to change the headship. So you change by having him the big boss, but now you got to change all the little big bosses, all the heads and chiefs and all of that. You got to switch that up.
I'm sure that he'll make some changes.
Yeah. Coming
in, I'm sure that he will. I'm kind of a little bit surprised that our current sheriff, who
surprised.
Well, no, I'm surprised at what I'm about to say. I didn't even get to finish. John Scott, who's our current sheriff, left Orange County to come over here and be the sheriff, and then as soon as he leaves, he goes back to Orange County to be the sheriff.
Yeah, because he's like, y'all is. You did what? I'm out.
Yeah. Well, again, we're waiting to see what...
That was a great move, is what he did.
Yeah, he's being paid a lot of money. Okay.
I bet you he'd take a pay cut to get the hell away from LA County.
And this is the second largest police force in America. That's great on your resume. And you can't do any wrong. I'm only here for 10 months.
Yeah.
Okay? So I'm not getting in any trouble. And then I'm leaving. Currently, right now, there are 3,000 LASD incident reports that require review
Isn't that a shame?
that all have a problem.
Isn't that a shame?
3,000.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
That's protecting and serving.
Well, that's how we work. That's how we work. We talked about the LAPD yesterday, and
Yes,
Chief
we
Charlie
did.
Beck. Yeah, he's not happy with not just us.
Us?
He's not happy with all media and what they had to say yesterday.
Well,
Okay?
What were we supposed to say? Oops, you missed?
He says, look, I had nothing to do with the auction of the horse.
Oh, the horse
Okay.
one. Yeah.
Okay?
Oh,
I have
stop
no
playing.
financial
Listen,
ties with my
nobody's
daughter.
stupid. Nobody's stupid, okay? Save your breath. Nobody's stupid. When the writing's on the wall, the writing's on the wall. We would be idiots if we thought that it was innocently done. Let's just be real about it. Come on.
He said, I'm not even involved in that.
Whatever. Of course you're not, because you made sure the call didn't come from your house. Stop.
And then the
And you probably
allegation-
don't even have to have the call come from your house. All you got to do is say, it's my daughter's horse. That's it.
Well, nobody knew it was her horse.
Yes, they did, Steve.
I'm just saying
Somebody
what he
knew.
said. And
Somebody
he says, look, and the allegation that my daughter was involved in some sort of a sexual relationship with some other sergeant, and
'Cause he
something
was a
went
fly on the
wrong,
wall?
and then the sergeant got demoted. I had nothing to do with that
Oh,
either.
please, save your breath.
And he says, don't attack me because you guys don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
And I'm fully going to take a look at this stuff,
Oh, okay.
and I'm
Well,
going to come
then
back to you.
instantly void the sale of your daughter's horse. Instantly, because it just looks wrong.
He says, look, LAPD owns 27 horses. Each horse was purchased in the same way. It was a blind purchase. You didn't know the person's name or where it was
Stop.
coming from.
That horse had a little badge seared on his behind or something.
Yeah.
Something told them to
There's a
pick
little gold
horse number
star on it.
17.
Yep.
Well, they're going to look into this, and they'll come back to us
Oh,
on
please.
August 13th.
Yeah. Like they looked into Dorner. Like they're going to look into that, give me a break.
August 13th. That's a day after.
Yeah. August
He could be
13th. I think
reappointed.
that's hysterical.
Mayor Garcetti says Charlie Beck is a great police chief. And fully supports him.
I don't know why people put their neck out like that.
Yeah.
I've
really
asked
don't.
people in the LAPD what they think about Charlie Beck. And these are high-level people. They have nothing but good things to say about him.
Well, why would they say anything bad?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
They're on the right side of it, Steve. I'm not going to say anything bad.
No, you ask people in the sheriff's department about Paul Tanaka.
Oh, yeah.
Well, because
he's
his
not there yet.
stuff is stinking right now, and he's on the fringe. You could say something. You should have asked him 5 years ago. They would have been like, "He's a great guy.
Yeah, that's possible. Yeah, you might be right.
My sister needs a job. He's a great guy."
Yeah.
You could be right. Okay,
Could
I'll
be.
give you. Yeah, I'll give you that one. This Saturday, the Republican Party of Los Angeles County is having their grand opening of campaign headquarters.
Oh, nice.
Okay, a lot of people are going to be there, but this is an opportunity. If anybody wants a meet and greet, and you want to have a few words with Neil Kashkari, who's
Yes.
running for governor, he will be there. Pete
Definitely
Peterson,
be in there.
Republican nominee for Secretary of State, will be there. Senator Steve Knight will be there. Palmdale Mayor Pro Tem Tom Lackey will be there, who's running for State Assembly. John Morris, who's running for LA County Assessor. That was the guy, what was his name? Nunez, the assessor that got thrown in jail?
Fabian. Yeah.
Yeah. Senator George Runner, who's running to be re-elected to the Board of Equalization. He'll be there. You know who's been spending a lot of time there?
Oh,
J.D. Kennedy.
so awesome.
No.
Way better.
Kai Sarah.
Nice.
Okay.
That girl's going.
She's on the wrong side of
Someday
the coin.
we
just
are
a
going to be
minute.
able to say we knew her. I'm telling you.
Okay.
That girl's going
She's
places.
young.
It's a young girl that is now becoming a senior. Just went to summer school at Stanford. Got sponsored by a lot of people, including AVNewsCast. But she was introduced to Tom at a fundraiser that you and I went to. And
Why you gotta say that out loud? No, I'm just kidding. I love Tom Lucky.
And it was really neat because she's gotten very involved in this. Mm-hmm. And she's now been working at campaign headquarters.
Yeah.
And I think that's great. You know what's great? Okay.
It is
Whether
great.
It's her or anybody else.
It's absolutely great. She's getting involved. She's staying, her nose is clean. Absolutely, it's great. She'll realize later that she's on the wrong side of the coin, but she's still young.
That's your opinion.
Well, that's the truth.
Okay.
Voice of reason, remember?
Show of hands. Who says she's on the right side? All right, you lose.
Okay, I see one hand.
There's one over here.
You know what?
Didn't see it.
Regardless whether it's the red team or the blue team, the fact that you've got somebody that in a year will be a voter, okay, but is getting involved in what's going on and takes an interest, that's a good thing.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
No. It's great that she's there.
Yeah, that's really cool. So this is Saturday. 2:30 is kind of a meet and greet social hour. 3:30 people are going to get up and talk, and I'm going to give you the address. And the address is 43761 15th Street West in Lancaster.
Okay.
All right? And that's the AV GOP headquarters.
Can't wait.
Yeah, so that's going to be kind of neat. Bo Bergdahl is in the news today.
Yes, he is.
Okay? He's in the news today because today is the first day that the Army is actually opening an investigation.
Yeah.
And he will be questioned today.
Yeah.
Okay? It's going to be an informal questioning.
I thought it was really interesting because, on the news they were saying this morning, they want to know, was he trying to really leave or, what was his intention? And I'm thinking to myself, well, if you're in enemy territory, don't you have to have permission to leave base?
Mm-hmm.
So to ask somebody, were you really trying to leave when you left and you didn't have permission, I mean, why would you ask the question? Like, that's silly. Like, you was trying to get out. That's just it.
What if he said, I was trying to get out because I was going recon looking for enemy troops?
So somebody should have known.
You don't do that on your own.
Yeah. I understand.
Somebody would have known. Oh, no, he didn't leave. He was on a mission. Okay. Tom, tell him about, something. Somebody would have known.
I understand.
You don't go for a walk, a Saturday walk, in the middle of, 2:30 in the afternoon, out there, looking for the Taliban. What?
Yeah.
And speaking English.
I know.
Blonde hair.
With no weapon.
Right.
I get that.
What? Yeah, you're going to find the Taliban, baby.
The Pentagon doesn't exactly know how this process is going to take place. Okay? In fact, they appointed...
I know, some big dog. And I'm like, really?
An Army General, Major General Kenneth Dahl.
To question him? It's like you had to pull him out to question him?
He's an Afghan war veteran. He's also commander of the 10th Mountain Division. Okay? Mm-hmm. And he is a guy that was known for getting out there and fighting with his troops.
Wow.
That's not the one that's sent to talk to him.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not, because he's going to look at him with disdain.
Okay, I'm telling you, that is it. That's who's going to... And
I know that's him, but I'm just saying, for what reason? To castrate him? Because he's not going to look at him through any sympathetic eye.
He's going to talk to him very informally, okay? It's not going to be formal. He's going to try to gain an understanding of what he went through. He's going to be asking him casual questions. He's not going to be drilling him. But at the end of this process, which will take a couple hours...
Don't mind the tape recorder on the table.
Mm. Oh, yeah. And it's going to be videotaped.
Oh, yeah, don't mind that. And I just happen to have all my stuff on. I ain't in no jeans and a T-shirt.
Bergdahl has his attorneys there, okay?
Oh, and, that's casual, Steve. What?
Because, here's the thing. This is called an Article 31 hearing, all right? Mm-hmm. In an Article 31 hearing, you are allowed to have your attorney there should you want your attorney there, okay? So he's just going to be there maybe to advise him on what to say or just to make sure that everything goes smooth. At the end of this, the general is then going to write a report, submit it to the Pentagon, and he is also going to recommend what the next step should be, okay?
So he better be Paris back.
They don't really know.
Yeah.
Okay?
They can't. They're going to have to leave him alone.
Now, what's interesting is if Bergdahl because he's free. I mean, right now he's a free guy. He's not confined anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So because he's a free guy, when the general says we're having this meeting at 9 o'clock, you got to be there at 9 o'clock. And if the general says this is lasting 4 hours, it's going to last 4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
If you were confined, okay, you'd be free to end this meeting at any time you want.
Mm-hmm. That's a whole different situation in the
You would be free to say, I'm done talking, I don't want to talk to you anymore, and
but because he's free, he can't?
Correct.
That's backwards.
That's the way it works.
Why?
I don't know. Now, this general is not going to be talking to other people that were there in his troop right now.
If you want to get a good understanding, you should talk to as many people as possible.
Well,
you need to find out, why did everybody have to sign the NDA? What's that about? That's a big deal to me. Especially because I talk to other people and it's not common practice. Right. You don't leave and say, oh, I got to sign a non-disclosure. What the hell was y'all doing?
A retired lieutenant colonel that knows this general very well said, regardless of what goes on here, mm-hmm. and regardless of whether he is found to be guilty or not guilty or having done anything, I don't think there is any way that the military is going to take this guy and put him in jail.
Right. He should be, if he's
after
guilty,
he served 5 years.
It seems like, desertion. He deserted. But be guilty, time served, and let him go on about his life. Because he's served his time.
Then he would get a dishonorable discharge, right? Mm-hmm. Isn't that what happens, Jeff?
Yes.
And then he wouldn't get any of the money that he was, because was his account just automatically getting money the whole time he was gone?
Yeah, I'm sure he was set up for direct deposit.
$350,000 he's owed in back pay.
He got a story today. I was just checking on that there was a dog in the back. Right. Trying to get the dog to the owner. Looked like he came from the Taliban. So I was trying to get the dog back. Now, he going to have a story. 350?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since this is not a situation that there hasn't been a lot of precedent on, the Pentagon, that's when they appointed this major general to go figure this stuff out. They said, you go talk to him, mm-hmm. ask him whatever you want to ask him, mm-hmm. and then come back to us and you tell us what you want to do. Because mm-hmm. we don't have anything in our paperwork that says this is what's got to happen.
Yeah, so whatever you feel. Feel him out. That's what it is.
Yeah, I know Bergdahl wants that $350,000.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Now, what will happen the next step after this, we don't know, because Bergdahl has also been appointed a special military lawyer in Honolulu, okay, who is apparently one of the best. Mm-hmm. He's not available until October 1. So Bergdahl is going with an appointed attorney right now. The guy's name is Eugene Fidel. He's going to go with him today. Mm-hmm. But then if there's going to be a next step, I'm bringing in my big dog.
Yeah. Well, Eugene's got an earpiece. He's got an earpiece. And
straight to Honolulu?
Straight to Honolulu. You ain't messing my stuff up.
No. Hey, do you remember, and I can't pull it up right now, but I could in a second. Do you remember we covered a story about a woman who about a year ago beat up her boyfriend's 2-year-old son? It was at a bus stop.
Oh. Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yesterday she was sentenced to 2 years in prison.
2?
Yeah.
2 years?
It was a plea agreement. 2 years.
That's a shame.
But don't dare fire a warning shot.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Or happen to carry your concealed weapon to another state and
right.
Sorry, you don't know that it's wrong. 2 years, Steve.
Right. That case with the woman in Philadelphia that drove to New Jersey, mm-hmm. that is due for hearing tomorrow. Okay, and I checked for tomorrow, so that's going to be interesting.
And that's all screwed up because they really wanted to do her dirty because the officer could have been like, okay, I'm going to do you a favor. I didn't even hear you. Because they do it all the time. You get stopped by the cops sometimes. Oh, please don't give me a ticket. If he's feeling nice, they'll let you go.
Yeah, but you're talking about a weapon.
And
I don't know.
The thing is that they have the power to do what they want. They have the power to do what they want. to make it a big deal or not.
Maybe the officer didn't know that it was a mandatory, hey, this is the minimum sentence you're going to get.
But he knew she was going to be in trouble.
Well, the judge even said the biggest mistake you made was telling the truth. If you had been quiet, no one would have searched your car. We wouldn't have known you had a gun. I really don't even want you in my courtroom.
Wow.
But I'm bound by law. So we'll see what's going to happen. Do you remember the guy on Kickstarter that wanted to make potato salad?
Yes.
So he was asking for $10. He just pulled all his money out. He ended up with $56,000. Okay? So what he's going to do is he's buying ingredients to make all this potato salad. And he is going to send the potato salad to everyone that he had to. Okay? And the money that's left over...
It's not going to be anything left.
No.
He thinks there will be.
Okay.
They're going to get a shot glass full.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the money that... He's trying to open kitchens. He mentioned Los Angeles, mentioned New York, mentioned Texas. He's trying to work it out and open kitchens in all these areas. So instead of him having to send 50 million FedEx envelopes, people will come to him.
Open up all these kitchens? Are you kidding me? And he thinks he's going to have money left?
Yeah.
No. How many people donated?
And I don't want mayonnaise that's been in the mail.
Right.
Wait a minute.
Which
They can
is what
ship
it's going to be.
They can ship food.
But mayonnaise, you don't have mayonnaise.
You don't play with mayonnaise.
Yeah. You don't play with mayonnaise.
He shut it down. He could have stayed and continued to collect the money.
Because he was like, oh my God, I'm in trouble.
He was collecting money at a rate of $500 an hour.
Oof.
And he said, I got to turn this thing off.
Yes.
Because you guys are killing me. Okay? Stop sending me money. But people fell in love with his idea. I think it's kind of cool.
It is, but he's gonna be at a loss.
There's a lady that snuck onto a plane in San Francisco yesterday. Okay?
I don't know how that happens.
Yeah.
Okay. She's
Good
done
job,
this,
TSA.
She's done this 6 times before.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she's on probation for it.
Oh, she's got a problem.
She is mentally ill. Okay.
And still able to sneak on is there something wrong? There's something wrong.
She is able to get on the plane.
How does she do it?
You know what? She walks through, and she makes it through the TSA checkpoint. Okay? It may take her 2 or 3 attempts. And she'll make 2 or 3 attempts in an hour. Okay? But she'll make it through.
Where's airport security?
And then she gets to boarding.
I mean, what happened to the woman is there. You have to show your ticket and your ID before you can even go through the scanner. So how do you make it through that?
She does. She's able to do it. Okay? It takes many times. And she's been doing this now for several years. Okay? So she just got caught again, and now she's in jail. And now what they're saying in San Francisco is that she might be a good case for, to voluntarily put her somewhere for evaluation.
Do you think?
Okay?
No. TSA should hire her.
Oh, yeah.
And take her to...
Like a white hat hacker.
Yeah. And take her across the nation to see how good their security is.
Well, what she wants to do, and she's been trying to do, is she wants to get to Hawaii.
Well, send her ass to Hawaii first.
For whatever reason, okay? And people have been following what's been going on with this woman, okay? So some guy yesterday started and I was going to bring in the story.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Some guy started a Kickstarter campaign.
To send her to Hawaii.
To send her to Hawaii.
Well, she can.
Okay? And the most that you can donate, I believe, is $5, okay? She's up to $1,200 in a day.
Oh, she can go.
Okay? Well, right now, she got
to get rid of the keys.
The court, no, she's got a restraining order. She's not even supposed to be near an airport now. Oh. Okay? So even if you got her
TSA should hire her, because clearly she's doing something that there's a hole in the process that they're not aware of that she can enlighten them to.
She gets all the way past everybody with no tickets and actually has a seat on the plane.
Wow.
Okay.
Dang, to get it on the plane?
Yes. Okay. Now what's better is, most recently, just a couple of days ago, she took off from one airport, okay, made it to LAX, and then she was supposed to get on another plane to Hawaii. Okay, the problem was they landed at LAX, and everyone was supposed to get off the plane except for the people that were going on to another flight. They knew that there were only 2 people supposed to be there, but there were 3. Okay, so they shut the door to the plane and they said, "Everybody, let's see your tickets." She didn't have one, so then she got arrested.
Where's your ticket for this flight? You don't have one.
So the judge she's not mentally all there.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want to put her in jail. He wants to try to get her some help. But he did issue a TRO.
We need more judges like that.
He did issue a TRO that you can't go. You can't
Well,
go near it anymore.
That means nothing.
Yeah.
She's going to do it again.
Yeah.
TSA should hire her.
Well, TSA's got problems. Yeah, we do need more judges like that. And we were just talking to an old employee of ours.
Juanito, yeah.
Yeah, who was just sitting in for a Superior Court judge in San Francisco. And it was interesting because I asked him if the cases that he was listening to, and he was listening to murder cases and rape and all kinds.
A lot of DUIs.
Yeah. And I asked him if it was kind of racially polarized, okay? And, did you see more of one group being sent to? And he said, the judge that I had, I don't think he really wanted to send people to jail, but I think it was pretty much mixed. It was an even mix across the board.
Yeah.
Okay?
So you would look out if you got this judge.
No.
Because he was really, trying to hear the cases. And
that's because it was Frisco. Now go across the bridge to Oakland, and it'll be a different story.
Oh,
okay, or come down here to L.A. County,
or change the room. I mean, it was that judge
who was a good judge.
He was a good judge.
Yeah,
because he wanted him to learn a lesson. He sent him to talk to a lot of other judges in different fields. He made him visit all the prisons. He was a good judge. He said, "I want you to know where you are potentially sending somebody. So you need to see what the prisons look like."
Well, we've got a lot of judges on the ballot in November.
Right.
This is your chance to make a difference.
How do you know?
Well,
you don't.
You know what? Here's the thing, though.
Okay, child porn prosecutor. Click. It's...
Okay,
it would be nice to see their record.
Okay?
Yeah.
I could go with that one. Now, what about somebody that's running for judgeship that has spent 15 years specifically as a gang prosecutor? Do you think he's got something in his mind already?
Yeah, a little baggage?
I wouldn't.
That's why I asked you months ago, okay? Do you remember that? And you got really mad at me.
Yeah, but because I don't remember what it was, though. Yeah, but we both got mad at you because you was crazy that day.
No. Yeah. Okay.
I don't remember what it was, but yeah.
Yeah.
Because you made an assumption.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, you looked over at Angie and
said,
did that eyebrow thing.
Or did that. Oh, what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
we don't remember what it was, though.
Yeah,
for you today.
Right. Okay. This guy, did you see the guy that they just caught the other day, and he was involved in that shooting in front of a 7-Eleven in Pico Rivera, and killed 2 people, and this guy's a gangster, and he's only got one eye. Did you see? He was captured just the other day.
Well, of course he was. He got one eye.
Yeah. No depth perception. Couldn't tell how far away the cops were.
He shot 2 guys in front of 7-Eleven.
How'd he do that? Oh, he's not a cop.
Oh. I was waiting for that.
Not good.
Waiting for that.
He is an AB 109 guy.
I want you to correct me when I'm wrong.
Okay. He's that AB 109. I have a problem with that. I don't like that
because
it's a revolving door and it puts too many bad guys back out on the street. Okay, it's a problem, and that was supposed to be Governor Brown's
Jerry's kids.
But what was this again? AB 109. What's the language? I don't remember.
The language takes certain prisoners, depending upon the crime that they're in, and moves them from the prison system to the jail system. But the jail system is overcrowded, so there's nowhere to house them. So we'll put you on probation or home confinement or whatever it is, okay? Because we don't have room for anybody.
Well, they shouldn't. Those are the ones that shouldn't be tagged for that kind of opportunity. It should be the ones that were really sentenced to a year that is supposed to be in jail. That would be tagged to have that leniency, not the ones that were supposed to go to prison. That's stupid.
And part of that is, okay, say the guy has gone to prison 3 times for armed robbery, and then he gets caught for shoplifting, okay? Well, he becomes a perfect candidate for AB 109 because it only applies to the most recent crime, okay?
That's crazy.
And that is crazy. That's a stupid thing. AB 109 is that's not our answer to the overcrowding of the jail system. Okay?
No.
Not at all.
No, it doesn't sound like it. Although you may be omitting something, but from what you're saying right now, it doesn't sound like it.
Why would you? I'm not. What do you mean omitting something?
Because it just doesn't make any sense. Why would somebody pass something like that? It doesn't make any sense. So there might be more to it that I'm just not aware of.
We had to come up with something that will reduce our overcrowding.
I get it.
Because the federal government said...
let go of white-collar crime people. That's what you let go of. You don't let go of violent crimes. It doesn't make sense.
No, the most recent crime. Okay?
The most recent crime, if it's white-collar, you get to go home.
Correct. But a guy that has been in prison for armed robbery 3 times. Okay?
That should give you another little.
It doesn't.
But that doesn't make sense. That's silly.
Well,
even though you don't need to, if you pay your debt to society on that crime, then your debt should be paid. You shouldn't be constantly having to repay for something that you've already done your time for. So I do understand that.
But if you got a track record,
I get that too. So I don't know what the answer is, but you shouldn't. When you get picked up and you were in prison when you were 21 years old and you're 35 and something happens, now all of a sudden they're going to automatically think you're guilty because you were an idiot when you were 21?
Okay.
That's not a track record.
Wait a minute.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just giving another.
So after you've done your time, you've done your time, right? And you should be free to go do your life now.
If it is a crime that we believe that you should be able to have a second chance at. No for sex crimes, no for child abuse. Those kinds, no, your behind should be, that should be one-stop jail, that's it.
Yeah. Because if you had not just had that disclaimer.
Oh, come on now, stop.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about Christopher Hubert.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Christopher should be underneath the ground.
Did you hear the interview?
Did you? Yes. I was going to say, did you read the interview? It was so disturbing.
Oh, that was horrible.
Did you read it?
I did read it.
It was so disturbing because she wants us to feel a little compassion for him. He was charming, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what did you think?
Yeah, so was Ted
He's
Bundy.
grooming you.
Yes.
He wants you to be, pulled into his lair. He wants you to feel like, oh, give me a second chance. A second chance? Isn't that just like your 40th chance?
Can I play devil's advocate?
Sure.
Okay. And I don't agree with this position, but I'm going to take this position.
Sure.
Okay. Is it possible that, because not many prisoners went through all the counseling that he went through, is it possible that he went through this counseling and is today a different person?
No.
Well, here's my question to you then, Steve.
Ask him.
I'm just playing devil's advocate.
No,
I don't
no,
agree
no,
with
no.
that position.
Could you go to counseling and have your sexual orientation changed?
Could you go? No.
Could you have a therapist do
So
that
then
for
why?
you?
Yeah, that's a great question, John.
Yeah, I mean, it's hardwired into him to be what he is.
But
Where's the but?
I'm again devil's advocate.
Right.
Something turned him on about committing those rapes. Okay. Whatever that short circuit was. Okay. Is it possible through these 15 years of therapy and everything else and whatever they did that they were able to break through that short circuit?
No, because it's the same as what he said. If you're gay, you're gay. It doesn't matter. 15, 20 years of therapy, you still going to like what you like.
Okay.
Same with us. With whoever you are, you're going to like who you like.
Is it possible that therapy has taught him not to act on those impulses?
No, because therapy before wasn't able to teach him not to act on those impulses. It wasn't the first time he'd taken the therapy. And in the article she was writing, it was a totally voluntary program that he submitted himself to.
He stayed in there longer than he would have had to.
Yeah, and he's he talks to his doctor and the staff every day, and all he does is listen to his iPod and
paint spooky pictures.
Give me a break.
And she went to a estate sale and bought a picture. What's up with this person?
She's a loon.
She bought a picture that he had painted years ago.
It's like these nutty women that were like wanting to marry Richard Ramirez.
Yeah, it's like, what are you thinking? Don't you know the stats? Don't you understand what these men do? That they groom you. They're not going to be in the corner saying, "You got to hold me back. I want to rape you. I want to rape you." They're not going to do that.
It's not the scary monster you see in the horror movies. These people are adept. They're adept at blending into society. That's how a predator operates.
She was blaming the people in the community. They're driving by at 1 o'clock in the morning, shining their lights in the windows and honking their horn, disturbing the peace. And
I'm sorry, there's no way to make his life uncomfortable enough, as far as I'm concerned.
It bothered me that I know Ed Fromer wanted to do an interview with him. Mm-hmm. Okay, and I know he would have attacked that interview. Okay, from a different angle.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm really disappointed that he hasn't had that
opportunity.
Well,
they don't want that.
And then this woman
said...
they
want the puff piece.
She said the next meeting is going to be in an IHOP. Okay?
Oh, dear God.
And she said it's going to be on IHOP, and it's going to be at this one location, at this time, in this room. Okay? And
no, I thought that was like a town hall meeting, not with him.
Whatever. The franchisee that owned IHOP came back publicly and said, absolutely not.
Right. You ain't coming in here with that mess.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
We want nothing to do with this stuff at all.
We just sell pancakes.
But there are people still out there every single day.
Good.
But I hate the fact that her piece was trying to make the community feel bad.
Yeah. You're terrible people for treating him that way.
And I'm thinking, who's going to write the piece for the victims?
Yeah.
Well, who's going to write the piece for the next victim?
Well, it's a lot of the comments.
For your family.
If you wanted a balanced piece, did you go and talk to any victims?
Right.
Well, look, we've had Michelle on our show. We've had women on our show that have been raped, sexually attacked, that today are advocates for serial rapists.
Broken.
Okay.
Broken.
Let me just take Angie's word and say broken.
Yeah, they're broken, and that's why I was nice to most of them, because they were just. I felt so much pity for these women, because I'm like, there's something wrong with you. For you to be a victim of such a crime and then go to school and get the education and then be able to sit in these classes and still at the end of the day come out and say, I want to be an advocate for these creatures.
We had one woman, she said they need compassion. You need to understand them.
No, okay? We need to just...
We have to help them.
Lock them up.
Okay.
I understand them. Lock them up.
I know. I get that. Did you see the LAPD motorcycle officer in Beverly Hills on San Vicente and Wilshire yesterday with what went on? He went to pull a guy over. He pulled the guy over. And now you are in a full-on fight on the ground. Motorcycle helmet, motor officer with his helmet on, okay? And these guys are in a fight. And the guy has the motorcycle officer in a chokehold.
Well, that's not illegal for... Go ahead.
Security guards from one of the buildings
went
and helped them out, okay, until other officers got there. The motorcycle officer had his collarbone broken. The guy that he was trying to arrest, and it didn't start out as an arrest. This started off as a traffic violation. I'm pulling you over. And the guy tells the motorcycle officer, I'm here to kill you.
Oh.
Okay? I want to kill all of you. Okay? And then gets into a struggle with this motorcycle cop. But it was interesting.
But I think what's interesting is that we know exactly how it went down.
Yes, it was all videotaped.
Right now. No, with the dialogue and everything. Yeah. But we still don't know the dialogue of the woman that got beat down with the CHP. And we still don't know everything that happened in New York. It's just, isn't it funny how some things can happen and the next day we know the whole story?
Well, see, here's the thing. This was caught on videotape because somebody...
So was New York, and so was the CHP.
We only got snippets of the CHP thing. We only got what he shot, okay? And he only shot a portion of it. We didn't see the whole thing.
And what did
this was the whole thing.
Okay.
Okay.
The thing in New York was the whole thing.
The thing in New York was the whole thing.
But we still don't know what happened.
Well, yeah, we do.
No. Officially, we don't know what happened. You came right here. You know the whole thing.
Right.
Because they summed it up.
Right, and there were witnesses also that were right there listening to him saying, I want to kill you and all this stuff. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now the guy is in jail facing attempted murder of a police officer. But what was different about this is that, and you see on TV all the time, the crimes. What was different about this is just a civilian who got into a fight with the police officer, and the police officer was losing.
Well, he got the big old helmet on.
Okay. I didn't like to see that. It bothered me.
You like to see because you like it when you see the police officer beating the shit out of people. You like that?
I'm talking about this one scenario. I'm not talking about anything other than this one story.
Okay. Yeah. Because the alternative is to see the other way around. We're just used to seeing it the other way around.
I'm just talking about this one story. Don't make it bigger. Just leave it where
it is.
And
I'm saying in this one scenario, you're used to seeing it the other way around, so that's how you would prefer to see it. You don't want to see the police officers getting beat down. I don't like seeing people getting beat down for selling loosies.
The police officer didn't do anything. He just,
Oh my God, all you did was reverse what happens on a regular basis. And you're upset about it. And what I'm telling you is that the reality is that this scenario is switched on a regular basis.
See, but I'm just talking about this one thing.
I understand.
Don't make it into something else.
I just can't. My heart just doesn't go out for it, is what I'm saying.
I didn't say my heart went out for it. It was different. Okay?
Yeah, it is different.
It was different.
It's amazing. It's like, where'd you train?
God, nothing nice from you at all.
I'm just saying, oftentimes the police are just wrong, and they are killing people left and right.
You are going to go on a ride-along, okay?
Yes.
In the South Bureau,
yes.
Okay?
And I need to get that scheduled.
I'm going to get that done for you. You're going to go on a ride-along, and you look at it from cops' point of view, okay?
I don't think I'm ever going to have the point of view. I think that your job is not to... If you're not qualified to be able to leave your personal feelings checked at the station, then you should not be able to go out there. I mean, I know that we're human, but you can't put your opinions on whoever you're dealing with. Your job is to arrest, bring them in, so that the judge can make a decision on your fate. Not beat them in their face, not stomp them to where they're dead in the backseat of your car.
Agreed.
All of that extra stuff is crazy, and it needs to be not tolerated. And the minute somebody that went into a holding cell that didn't have bruises, and then the next time you come on shift and you see that person all bruised up, somebody should be held accountable for it.
Agreed.
I mean, it's disgusting. And we shouldn't have to wait months and weeks to find out, well, we don't know what happened. Yes, you do. The videotape tells you the woman is in a holding cell.
We lost the videotape. It got erased. I agree with everything you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay? I do.
I'm just sick of it. I'm just sick of it. And it is quite disturbing for me to see a story like that and be like, oh, one for the team. Because if that guy was really out to kill him, he needs to be in jail. Something's wrong with him. But I just see the other side of it so much that there's a part of me that says somebody got something. Like, good.
Okay.
I mean, do you understand my point? I know
I
it's
understand
sick,
your point.
Okay.
I understand your point 100%, and I don't disagree with you.
We're so out of time.
Okay, I know. How many, just, and we're going to end this, but how many arrests do you think happen in L.A. County in a day?
I don't know. I would imagine a ton.
A ton, though, right? Okay. So how many videos, there's a ton of arrests. Mm-hmm. How many videos of police brutality do you see happen in L.A. County in a day?
I don't know. I really have no clue.
Okay.
But how much better would it be? I would feel
if there was none?
No, I would feel so much safer if every cop had a lapel camera.
Just have it integrated into the badge.
One in the back seat. I mean, they just need to have cameras everywhere. I would feel so much safer if there was cameras everywhere. And we could actually go and just review. I don't want it just so that you guys can do an internal review. You need to be transparent.
Okay, well, you met a high-level detective a month ago, okay? And all this guy does for the LAPD, all this guy does is look at footage.
Right.
Okay? That's his job. He looks at footage to find officers that screwed up.
Right.
Okay?
But I don't know if... I think that it needs to be him and me. Let's do that together. Because you're sympathizing with the plight of this guy, saying, when I was on the street, there's no way a guy would have talked to me like that. And I'm saying, it ain't your business. You know, for me, it doesn't matter what he says to you. Because why do I have to give you more respect than you give me? Why do you get to say, shut the F down, put your F in hand, and I can't use the F word? Don't use that word to me if I can't use it to you. You're just to arrest me. You're just to stop whatever you believe that I'm doing wrong. So I don't want to hold you to a higher level because you're a person, you put your pants on just like I do every day. You chose to be a cop. You chose to put your life in that situation. You're not my hero because I keep seeing how you people do people wrong. And I'm going to stop talking because it's already 10 after.
Okay, so we're done. Thanks for listening to the show. Thanks for making us the #1 News Talk radio program in the Antelope Valley. We'll be back tomorrow.
But they need to have a layperson and